Hi, everybody. It's Craig from Doc Sports MLB Rundown for Monday the 10th of August. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Nice bounce back day for me yesterday. Both in the free picks did pretty good, and even more importantly, the premium picks go 3-0 day yesterday. It was Good Friday, bad Saturday, back again on Sunday. Let's do it again today. Of course, you can get on. Before I get to that, hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you do so. We're not that far from 80,000 subscribers. Once we do so, I got a ridiculous savings offer for everybody. So help us. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so. And then, of course, hit the like and put in the comments what you like. All right. If you want my best plays today, 2-week all sports pass, just $99. That's a $600 value. Through the Super Bowl is about a $2,700 value for just $749 or $999 or $99. Text your name 574-333-8717. Tell me, say your name's Craig and you want the 2 weeks, or Craig and I went through the Super Bowl. I'll send you that exclusive link. Okay. Here's what we got for us. Starting off, Boston and Toronto. Boston, how about they lose? They win all these games in a row, and they lose back-to-back. Now they're favored with Sonny Gray on the mound, minus 164, total 8.5. And I can't see Boston losing 3 in a row. They lost 2 to the A's, so I definitely think they have their antennas up, as they say. And, Toronto hasn't been terrible, but it's like they're basically a 500 team or a few games above 500. I think that's where they're going to finish this year. Now, in the wide open American League wild card, that might keep them interested a long time. But I like Boston in this one, minus 164. Mets and the Braves. Braves minus 147, total 8.5. Braves keep on keeping on, 8-2 in their last 10 games. Nice win yesterday against the Yankees. So that was a quality win after losing the first 2 games in that series. And they got them back on track. Mets, on the other hand, don't look now. They won 5 of 6. And I don't think they're going to have an answer for Atlanta in this series. But I think this is the game that scares me the most. So I'm going to take a side, or a total on this one instead of a side. I do think the Braves win, but I think the Mets are a lot. If this is the game, if they upset, will be this one. I like the under, though. 3 games have gone over for the Braves in the last 10 games. So it's been a bunch of under games, and I think this is going to be a good pitching matchup here. It's going to be the under 8.5. Next game, Baltimore and Minnesota. Baltimore minus 110, total 8.5. And, both of these teams, one's got 57, one's got 58, both of them 61 losses. So this series, if someone sweeps this series, they're going to be right there when it comes to the AL wildcard spot. And the other team could be, have a tough time. I like Rodgers. I think he's the better starter here. I think they get it done here. I know this is an Orioles team it's just, flip a coin most days. They at least they ended that losing streak. They won 10-5 yesterday. They had lost 3 games before that. But I think they get it done. I like Rodgers a little more than I do Creamer in this one. Next game, Philly and St. Louis. St. Louis minus 107, total 9. And Philly, Painter's their worst starter, 6.65 ERA. It speaks for itself. Dobbins for the Cardinals, just a 3.81 ERA. But I do think the offense will open up in this game. I was looking at an over in this game. I just think this screams high-scoring game. I thought this one's probably going to be like 7-4, 7-5 type game. I think Philly could win this game with the power of their offense. They've scored 7 runs, 5 runs, 4 runs, 7 runs their last 4 games. I think they could have another 7 spot today. Philly small, but over a little more in this one. Next game, Texas and the Angels. Texas minus 115, total 8.5. And Angels just 3-7 their last 10 games. And Texas is at a point where they're 500 now. They have to beat up on bad teams like the Angels. And I think they do so today. I like Gore. I think Mackenzie Gore, it doesn't make sense why his ERA is where it is, because he has some elite stuff. It shows he's had 9 strikeouts, 2 back, 7 strikeouts, 4 back. He had 2 more 7 strikeouts, about a month ago. This guy, of his last 10 starts, he's had more than 7 strikeouts 6 times, I believe that is. And the other ones, he's 4 or 5. So he's got some elite stuff here. I like him today. Texas minus 115. Colorado and Arizona. Arizona minus 179 with Soroka on the mound, total 8.5. And what worries me in this series is after Arizona did so well against the big bad Dodgers, their rival, now they face the lowly Rockies. So how do they handle success? That is the one worry here. Colorado, they've been scoring runs. They get 4 runs yesterday and 8 runs a day before. I do think the Diamondbacks win. I don't love the price. How do you get around it? You could play on Diamondbacks no bat ninth inning. That'd get it like minus 120s, minus one lows, minus 130. You could even lay the minus 1.5, but I hate laying minus 1.5 with home teams. Really do. One or the other. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on all the great content we have here at Doc Sports. Tampa Bay and the A's. Tampa Bay minus 156, total 10. Peralta making a second start for the Rays since coming over from the trade from the Mets. Lopez goes for the A's, and A's, like we said, they're coming off that 2 back-to-back wins. They had one in I think there was 9 or 10 game losing streak, and then they beat the big bad Red Sox that had that huge winning streak. I think they come crashing down to earth here, though. I like the Rays here. Peralta, I trust that the Rays pitching staff is going to fix his woes. Last time was at the Colorado. It was like he just got traded. I think there was a lot of distractions. I'm going to give him another second chance here. I think you take him minus the 156. Milwaukee at San Diego, 940 game here. Milwaukee minus 116, total 7.5. And Casey Mize, of course, coming over from Detroit in the trade, facing Henderson here. And Henderson, Logan Henderson has been amazing this year. I mean, he's pitched 50 innings, so it's like he's had 10 starts. He's 6-1 with a 2.7 ERA. I like him here today. I just think this Milwaukee team is a different class of, even though the Padres have been playing better, give me Milwaukee. Houston and the Giants. Houston minus 167, total 8. Giants just 3-7 their last 10 games. They're 20 games below 500. Big sellers at the trade deadline. Houston, on the other hand, kind of made this push over the last, almost month now, where they're 1 game above 500. And this is a team that, I mean, you do not want to let them in the playoffs because this team does have some scary offense at times. They did lose the last 2 games, 7-2 and 3-2. So of the games I thought the Giants could win when you look ahead this series, I thought this was the one. Doesn't mean they will win. But I would maybe just dabble a little on the Giants if you want as an underdog. But I'm looking at a total here. I like the over. The Giants' offense is hot, and it has pushed their overs. 7 of the last 10 games have gone over, plus a push in there. So only 2 have gone under. Give me Houston and San Francisco over. Last game, Royals and the Dodgers. Dodgers minus 301, total 7.5. Cameron for the Royals and Skubal making his second start for the Dodgers. I mean, he was good last time out. He just, wasn't good enough. That happens sometimes in baseball. But the Dodgers have won one of their last 9 games. So is it get right time? I don't know. First game back after a long road trip. They had a 6-game road trip where they won 1 game. Kind of scary a little bit here. I do like Skubal, but man, at this price, how do you touch it? I think you just play the under in this one. I think Skubal could dominate. I could see this be like a 5-1 type game. But I think the safer play, just take the under. I don't think there'll be a lot of runs scored in this one. All right, guys, that's what we like for today. Don't forget, you want to find out what I like best. I have 2 in baseball, 1 is a prop as well. So 3 total. You get them all in my 3-pack of the all sports deals. How do you get it? You can't find it at the website. You have to text me your name, 574-333-8717. Say, Craig, I want the 2 weeks 99, or I want the through Super Bowl 749. Both of them save like 85 to 90%. So make sure you get it. Good luck. See you again tomorrow.